Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Marshall Dynasty. We are 4-0, taking on App State this week, who is 3-0. Recruiting's looking pretty nice. We haven't locked anybody up quite yet, but we do need to run the ball a lot this week to get Delvin Bulls back interested. Playing time for Skylar Stark shouldn't go down because if we do get these two guys, we shouldn't be adding any more running backs to the board. Everybody else looks pretty good. Hopefully going to start locking some of these guys up sooner rather than later. Hayden not getting on his board yet is kind of concerning, considering that we are throwing 25 points at him. Maybe he just really doesn't want to come here, I guess. But we need to get Delvin Bulls back on the board and back into the correct slate. At the end of the last episode, we are making the change at quarterback to AJ Fox. He threw a couple good balls, in my opinion, so we're going to lean towards him a little bit more. Running backs, we're still going to be subbing in and out a lot more. Receivers, we're kind of fine on right now. I think the dudes that are playing should continue to play. We do have a lot of good talent across this offensive line. I don't feel like making any changes yet. The defensive line, I'm pretty set in stone with. The only change I might make is Ward at rush edge right, but he is a 67 when we do put him in. But he's played really well in the 4-3 when we do throw the 4-3 out there. So I'm kind of okay with leaving everybody how they are at this current stage. We do need to play better, though. That's the one thing we need to do. We need to play better at this point. We need to look better, play better, and just get things done. So yeah, AJ Fox getting a second opportunity again. Well, not again. He's getting his second opportunity. He played well last week against Missouri State, but he's playing a little bit tougher of an opponent, App State. So we got to go out here. We got to win, starting our conference games. Like I said, if he doesn't play well, we can easily go back to Jaquay Long. But I want to give Fox an opportunity here. Jaquay, like I said in the last video, as good as his completion percentage was, he was throwing a lot of balls where it's like the receiver's having to go make a play on it, and he can't get a run after the catch. I'd rather have a guy that maybe can't complete as many passes, because of just pure accuracy, rather than a guy that can't really deliver the ball in a spot where the receiver can make a play after the fact. First and 10, going to start off here with a run to A.J. Turner. He's going to have a good couple yards there and get up to 7. That's looking good there. We're going to go to stick here. Against a light box, though, I'm going to swap this back to inside zone. Should be pretty good to get up to these backers. Good blocking here. Center kind of slows down Turner, but still picks up 5 there. So off to a good start. We need to get them going in the right direction. We need to keep this offense moving. Like I said, we got to run the football, but I'm not going to make it, hurt the team. If we can run the football today, and we can do it successfully, and we can continue to stay in front of the chains, then we can do it. But if we start to fall behind the chains, if we can't really pick up things as much as we were hoping, that is when I will move away from it if necessary. I don't know why that looked like that, in my opinion. Instant replay here. So I motioned the tight end out because the corner's not getting picked up on the blocking assignments when I first looked at it. So I'm like, fuck it, just stack the tight end on top of that, right? Which, that wasn't the problem. This was supposed to be a double team up to this backer right here. And instead of the tackle just playing it short and helping out, he just immediately picks up the D lineman. And instead of seeing like the backer as soon as he takes the step this way to kind of mirror the running back, he doesn't fucking end up like just attacking him. Like at that point, just attack him and get him. I don't need you to wait to get to the second level. Just get to the second level at that point. Because you waiting did not help us. Handoff Turner up the middle. He'll have a big 10-yard gain there. 4 for 25. After this next play, we're going to sub in. Just going to try to keep the running backs as fresh as possible at this point. Because we don't want to... Nobody's blocking him. We go to halfback zone weak here. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why I got pissed off last week. Is because I keep hearing everybody talk about, like, oh, you got to make sure all your blocking assignments are picked up. You got to make sure everybody's picked up when you're running the football. If they're not, change up the formation a little bit. Try to get everybody blocked up. I make sure everybody gets blocked up, and then the fucking offensive linemen don't actually do it. And I get it that shit can change, based off of a player and moving during the play, but it's still fucking annoying. It's still fucking annoying when you just constantly have to see those posts on social media. And people are like, well, you're not running the football correctly. You got to make sure everybody's blocked up and make sure that your offensive linemen know what they're doing. And then you see that. How is an offensive tackle are you getting beat on a back when you're the backside blocker on a play? across your face and letting your guy make the fucking play. You literally just have to wall off your guy. You don't even have to really push him. You wall him off. You take a hard step inside, and you basically tell him you can run back into the back. Instead, you let him beat you across the face and make the fucking play. Like, that's fucking annoying and depressing right there. 1st and 10 at the 45 now, because the offensive line still does not know how to block properly in this game. And there is a sack. Al Robinson-Curry makes it. Guy that's been kind of hit or miss through the last couple games of whether or not he's playing good. But still nonetheless. And there is another sack. And Nnamdi coming home, coming free, getting it done. We're going to actually hop into man, and we're going to play off. They should not be able to pick this up. And there's a sack from Clayton. So 3 straight sacks ends the drive. Clayton with 4 sacks in just under like 3/4 of football. Like I said, still want to run the football, but kind of hard when it says everybody's getting blocked up and then not everybody gets blocked up. Like right there, it said he was going to get blocked up and then he didn't. Like, I get it. Shit can happen. Defenders can make plays. I'm not worried about that. But like when it says, hey, this guy's supposed to go hit this guy and that guy doesn't try to go hit that guy, that's when I have a problem. Because it's like, okay, he didn't actually go hit that guy. You look like a dumbass now for telling me you got to make sure your run blocking set up correctly. I know this was a bad mistake, but just pick up some yards. They played good coverage there. Just punt the football away. We don't want to give them good field position twice, or it's probably going to bite us in the ass. So just punt the football away. Why is it going so far out of bounds? Does he not have like high 70 accuracy? Why is it traveling so far out of bounds? I guess I'm just going to have to punt it straight down the field and hope for the best. At the 27 now, App State back on the field, running the football here. Kershaw makes a good play, but Clark having to clean it up is not particularly great to see because that means we're not solo tackling, which is a problem because then that means that we got to send help a lot more. 3rd and 6. I think I'm going to send pressure. Yeah, send pressure. Send pressure. Send pressure. Man to man. Everybody lock up. Everybody lock up. Send pressure. Bring Kershaw down. Cover, 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 cover. And there gets Robinson-Curry. Again, the D tackle. Getting home. That's kind of why we wanted him out on the field, too, in that pass rush situation, was because he did have a little bit more speed than the other D tackles. Lacey couldn't quite get to the outside. I was about to say, hey, get east and west and get to the sideline and try to turn it up. Okay, so right here, I'm looking, right? So it's double teams up to backers with the guard tackle and the center guard. The tackle's supposed to have this backside safety. This tight end's supposed to have this backside guy. Front side tight end's supposed to have the front side edge. Wow, it actually got blocked up pretty decently, but Lacey can't block. Could have been a much bigger gain if he could have blocked. Okay, and this one, right? I understand the 2 guards pulling. They're not going to absolutely have these guys, but it's telling you who they're supposed to go get. Okay, we're going to try to run the same play. Like I said, it's not that the defenders are making good plays. It's not that it doesn't get blocked up perfectly according to what the play says. It's more about, and he doesn't try, or he doesn't even lay a hand on him. That's when I have a problem with people being like, well, you got to understand, you can't quick snap because when you quick snap, there's some players that move play and stuff gets changed up. It's like, okay, but when players aren't moving and players are perfectly lined up and you wait and you snap the ball and then your offensive lineman doesn't go hit the dude that it says he's going to go hit, that's when I have a fucking problem. That's when it's like, okay, what did I do wrong? And why is everybody telling me like I'm doing something wrong in that situation? Gonna take Barbie out after this play. We might just actually switch the formation to be fair. We'll swap the play. Yeah, we're gonna hit a play action right now. I would love to flip it to Payne's side, but we just don't have time right now. Gonna dump off to Barbie underneath. Don't know why you're reaching for that, but I literally told you to truck, but sure, go for the reach, I guess, for no obvious reason. 1st and 10 at the 27, going to drop back to pass, trying to find something. A.J. Fox stepping up in the pocket and taking off and sliding, and that will help the rush yards too. So some stuff moving around, but it's saying everything should be blocked up for the most part, and Quinn puts the ball on the ground. Okay, it's going to get called back. I don't think we actually gain any yards there, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to stick with stick here. Dropping back, trying to find something. White underneath. Holds on to that one impressively. Especially considering I think he's more of a speedster or gadget. Not exactly known for their hands, to be fair. I like how we're kind of set up against this. That backside edge shouldn't be able to make this play. And he does. He just full commits to the run. That's also when I have a problem, is when like EA just cheats and is like it won't be an obvious run situation and they'll just full send everybody. Like it's full run commit, everybody downhill, shooting gaps, and you're like, it's fucking 2nd and 3. What makes you think I'm running the football here? And they're just like full run commit, just straight down the middle. Or like last episode, we literally checked out of a run into play action, and they went from goal line defense basically to fucking a 3-3 stack. And you're like, how the fuck did you know based off of my audible right here that we're no longer running the football, that you're just gonna guess and go into a 3-3 stack? That's fucking wild. 2nd and 5 at the 20 now. Gonna motion the D-line, move the D-line over. Clark's literally there, but he gets bumped by an offensive lineman and just doesn't throw his arm out. 1st and 10 at the 27. Gonna send some extra pressure with Clark, but I'm gonna loop it a little bit. And then when you blitz, the offensive linemen immediately know if you're like sending a stunt in any shape, way, shape, or form. Like it's like the Eagles' offensive line, and they're like, oh, the fucking loop's coming, and you're like, how the fuck did you know? How the fuck did you know? I wasn't even planning on looping, but I got off the ball late, and then we're looping because I'm not going to hit the same gap, and you know that I'm coming, and the center's just waiting there for me. What a good throw on the run. Holmes not there to break it up. Going to hop on Harris here. Going to move the D-line over, so if it is inside zone, we can guard against it a little bit better. Clark's right there, but doesn't bring him down on the first hit. 2nd and 5 now. Gonna go cover 2 man. Gonna throw Harris over top of the tight end. Gonna bring... Okay, Carr's gonna have to guard the tight end now, so we'll try to hop to Harris. Carr's right there. He needs to make the play. He doesn't. You stopped him after 2 yards, and then he just kind of runs you over. On these 3rd downs and shorts, I'm gonna send pressure. And Kareem gets home. 4th and 4. They're gonna punt the football away. Only 3-0 here. Late in the 2nd is not good. Our offense just doesn't come to play early. They just don't. The only team they came to play against early was Penn State. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just playing a different game. Maybe if I'm playing too soft. I don't know. Everybody should be blocked up for the most part. Anthony Quinn down inside the hole. Picks up a first. Going to go back to the line immediately. Going to hit shock H option here. Dropping back. Hughes gets over top of his corner. Hughes gets there and a big catch. And down inside the 18. Making up all that ground right away. Does allow us to run the football inside the 18 with 1:59 remaining. Okay, it says everybody's for the most part blocked up. Quinn gets down to the 7. Well, gets 7 down to the 11. They're now going to call timeouts. Dropping back. Jack Fox taking off and running. And he'll pick up a couple there and a 1st and goal. Wasting more timeouts from the Mountaineers. It's really going to help out when we do give the ball back eventually. After we score a touchdown. We're going to hand off Turner. Left side. See, the guard just doesn't attack him there. It literally says to... I know we didn't look at the blocking assignments there, right? I'm completely aware of that. And I know I need to call a play because the clock is going to be running. No, they called their last timeout. But it says to go up to backer. And he just... didn't attack the backer once he got off his block. Turner in for a touchdown. That was really good blocking there, but still, like I said, it's more about the players not doing the responsibilities than them just getting beat, right? Like I said, if he were to get up to the backer and the backer makes a good play, sheds quickly, good run stop or whatever, I can live with that. But they don't engage. That's the problem. When they don't engage is the problem, right? It says, hey, he's going to go hit him. He's going to go try to hit him. And it doesn't. That's when I have a fucking problem, right? I understand it's not, when you put X's and O on paper and you say, hey, this guy's supposed to go block this guy. And then, once we get all these guys blocked up, it's a home run, right? Every play looks like that on paper. It's more about him not actually touching him than it is about, somebody making a play. right? That one play that we ran with Anthony Quinn just earlier, where I'm like, okay, we should be able to beat this backside edge because we're running it away from him. This backside edge shouldn't be able to make this play. And the edge full commits, which that's a different story. But that edge, even though his responsibility in real life is to come down with the tackle, and then once he starts to see the handoff, then commit, he just full commits and makes the play, right? I can understand that, right? We didn't technically block him up. We weren't expecting him to full commit. Going to go cover 3 seam here out of this double mug look again. We're going to drop Harris early, though. As soon as I think he's about to snap it, I'm dropping. Nope, they run. Harris able to make the play, though. Lutmer also there. Hopefully Lutmer can hold his own at corner. I'm expecting him to. I know he's a safety, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, and Holmes baits the quarterback. Good play from Holmes there. I was going to have it with Clark regardless, but because I'm looking at this all the way. So I bail with Clark as soon as I see the quarterback start to move. I'm like, okay, he's bailing. I'm like, I'm going to get back. I'm going to cover this crosser. And then I end up actually underneath this corner route or out. And I'm like, oh, I got this all day. I got this all fucking day. And Holmes is like, nope, it's fucking mine, pussy. So good play there from the defense. He's not going to be blocked either way. I'm actually going to roll white this side. Let's just see if this can work. Yeah, that edge doesn't fully commit this time, but Turner's just a little too slow waiting for that hole to develop. Can't get it done. We're going to go drive corner here. We got timeouts. We got 40 seconds, 19 yards to get. I'm fine with not calling them right this second. Turner across the middle, doesn't hold on to the football. See, that's another thing, is like, it just seems like the receivers are dropping a lot more with Fox at quarterback. I don't know if he's not delivering the ball they want it to, the way they want it to be delivered, but it definitely feels like it. Turner, good catch there. Inside the 10. We're going to hurry back. Okay, we're not going to hurry back to the line. Okay, we're just going to get back to the line here at the 9. If everything's blocked up correctly, walk-in touchdown. Turner to the outside, and in, touchdown. A.J. Turner gets it done again. And we will take a 17-0 lead here hopefully at the end of the first. Hopefully App State can't go down and score in 13 seconds, but we will see here shortly. When the game works like it's supposed to, I think it's a very good game. If Madden were to play even, half as decent as this game, and, some of the other stuff with Madden, I would be extremely happy this season with Madden. Like I said, last Madden was my least played Madden ever. I think 90% of my time on that game was spent in the roster creation trying to get that stuff done. So, I'm hoping Madden's at least playable this year, and I can have a fun, enjoyable franchise. I'm gonna let the clock tick off, and we will be out of the first half with a 17-0 lead. Defense playing pretty well right now. Defense is playing pretty well. I'll give them that. The D-line really stepping up. Guys that we weren't expecting, Robinson, Curry, and Clayton, really stepping up. The offense has looked pretty good. I know we're running the football a little bit more, so maybe that's helping out a bit too. Not giving them as much time on the clock to really go make those drives that they are wanting to make. A.J. Turner, Barbie, all them doing really well. So I can't wait until we have like a real stable of good running backs. Like 4 or 5 guys that we can easily go to and just kind of sub in and out and really take advantage of. So, and I kind of want to get like similar running backs to each other, right? And I don't just mean like all of them need to have 90 speed. I mean, I just want to get similar running backs to where when I throw a running back in the game, it's not like, oh shit, we know what the fuck he's trying to run right now. Defense just needs to come out, play as good as they did in the first half, and we'll walk away with an easy victory. Bring Kareem down into the box. Just kind of have a show of force here. Cover this crosser. Cover this Texas. We came off the crosser, and he threw it as soon as we came off of it. But I don't know who the fuck that is shouting. That's shouting, let's go defense. But you might have the most annoying voice on the planet right now. Not the most, but, it's up there. I really hope they paid you well for that line because that is horrendous. I'm going to hop on Harris here since he has man coverage on the running back. Kershaw coming down, slowing down the running back. Clark cleaning it up once again. I'm going to send this blitz with this extra backer here with Clark. I'm actually going to keep Harris in the gap, pretend it's a double mug look. Harris, he's just... Fuck. Our linebackers just kind of got swallowed there. He made a good jump cut and got through the hole. Simple as that. They made a good play there. They're going to run to the outside, and Jules is going to get there. Not quite get it done. He's going to have some help, but good job slowing him down and not really giving him extra yards either. Right? That type of slowdown I don't mind, but it's the slowdowns where it's like you're holding him up and he still gets some yardage. Like, fuck, man. Lutmer trying to bring him down. And he picks up a first off that. That cannot be happening like that. Going to bring Brown down into the box. Create an 8-man box. I'm just sending Brown straight through. Harris, you got to get there. That is a play that you have to have. Kershaw literally took out the center. Your blocker that's coming for you, and you do not make the play there. I'm going to start on Harris. Cover this crosser. There's a second crosser. 3rd and 2 now. Going to go cover 3 match here. Keep plenty of guys in the box. I can't show blitz, apparently. I think we're already in show blitz. Braden Ward, our other edge rusher, goes down. That's wonderful to see. So I would assume Clayton will be in on those situations now. I'm gonna drop into zone here. Running back makes a good cut on what looks to be a counter play. 2nd and 7 now. 10 for 43 on the day for them. Like I said, 2nd and 7. Harris, play underneath. And he'll knock that ball out. 3rd and 7. Let's go cover 2 here. Let's try to slow down the underneath stuff. I think the safeties are good enough where they should be able to cover the end zone by themselves. Play over the middle. Run. Go get the running back. Go get him. 4th and 1. They should settle for a field goal here. They're going to. Honestly, I'm fine with the penalty if it gives us the chance to block. Nope. Okay. 17-3. Still up by 2 scores, but that drive was kind of just defense wasn't able to find a play to really slow down their momentum, which is unfortunate. Still, bend but don't break. Kind of the motto of this defense right now. You go halfback dive here. Okay, everybody looks to be blocked up. Everybody looks to be good. That backside safety just waiting there for the cutback. Looking Turner here on the slip screen, of course. Oh my God, 70 picks up a good block, and up to the 47 goes Turner. Like I said, not trying to really throw the ball today. I am trying to get as many rush yards as possible and get back in Delvin Bull's graces. Turner, get to the edge. Get to the edge, Turner. Tries to run him over, can't quite get it done. 2nd and 2 now. I'm gonna go ahead and take Turner out now at this point. Put Barbie back in. I want Irving to block him. So just move him out. 3rd and 1. That's fine. We can get this. We can get this. Everybody calm down. We got it. Okay, everybody got their assignments. Irving, go out there, block that corner. Okay, everybody got their assignments. Let's go get it done. And, I figured that was going to happen, and I still ran outside. Okay, everybody has their assignments. Go block somebody. And we don't block him! That is what I'm talking about. He is coming downhill. The center is supposed to have eyes on him. It is a 2-man game on the D-tackle. Why is the right guard trying to go up and block him? That makes no fucking sense. Like, okay, yes, you're supposed to come straight to the... Okay, so the right guard is supposed to come straight to this nose, right? He's technically playing a one eye maybe. He's supposed to come here, right? But he is supposed to try to reach him. Because he is going to be on the play side, right? It's different if it's coming here. Then yes, he blocks down and then goes to backer. But instead, the running back is coming to this left side of the offensive line. So he is supposed to try to get his head across. He is supposed to take 1 step to the left and try to reach him. He is supposed to help until he feels the right guard get underneath of him, and he is supposed to come up and block whoever comes. The center stays on him. The right guard doesn't reach him. The center is trying to come off, but the right guard isn't reaching him, which I understand if the defensive tackle makes a good play, makes a good play. Simple as that. But he does not. And then the right guard finally comes off, trying to reach the backer as he's coming through the hole. That's what I have a problem with, right? Offensive linemen don't understand the correct responsibilities. I don't know if it's not programmed correctly, if it's not done correctly. Whatever. I could just be yapping out of my fucking mouth at this point, too. I don't really know, and I don't really care. I'm tired of hearing that blocking is getting improved every fucking year, and then when we play the game, it's not getting improved. Nobody said anything about the gameplay or the stick skills or anything like that last season. Everybody's biggest complaint was pass blocking was broken, especially on play actions, and run blocking still didn't make any sense. And what do you know? It is more broken than last year. It's still a fun game when it works correctly. The problem is it doesn't always work correctly. 4th and 2. Good tackle by Holmes there. And we will get the ball back and force another stop. I don't know why Tevin Brown's just coming straight down, and even after he punts it, he's still running at the... Gonna go inside zone out of shotgun. Looks blocked up correctly. See? Blocked up correctly that time. The left guard is supposed to hit it because he is on the play side. He is not on the backside, so he comes off. Center is supposed to reach the tap. Don't love how this is set up right now. But we're still going to run it. Corner just comes straight downhill and just straight down the line of scrimmage and tackles. Always wonderful to see that. Yeah, only 119 run yards right now. Rush yards. I think we're just going to call our own shots for this 4th quarter on running the football. I think we're just going to go into run, and we'll just pick a different type every single time. Everybody looks to be picked up. Let's go make it happen then. Backside. Barbie goes backside. Picks up the first at least. We're going to go outside zone. We're going to start off with halfback stretch. Okay. Everybody looks picked up. Barbie gets to the outside. Picks up a couple there. 2 only. Jesus, I thought it was going to be at least 3. I'm going to go power here. I really like this one. I really like strong power out of the pistol A slot. Seems to work pretty well, or regularly anyway. If the guards actually get out there anyway. I'm going to hit him with an end around. I don't care. Lacey has decent speed. As long as we get blocks, should be fine. Toby Payne actually picks up a block, and we get the first with Lacey there. Jet sweep out of slot, slot double choice or something like that. Ben Turner's going to come in motion. He's going to turn upfield, but that edge rips through somewhere and tackles him down. I'm going to run some RPOs here. Let's run RPO peak slant here. If Toby Payne's open, just kind of give it to him. If not, we also need a sub Barbie out. We'll put Turner back in. Barbie with a good run there. 6 yards there. Looking pretty solid. We'll go RPO peak alert. We'll go stretch alert X looky. Looks to be blocked up pretty well. So handoff Turner. That's a D tackle, by the way. That's not the edge. We're going to do double post here. I'm going to go for it here on 4th and 6. I know it's kind of risky, but I think we have something here with Turner. Maybe White immediately. Turner goes up and gets it. Brings it in a first down. Going to go wide zone weak here out of pistol with the 4 tight ends. Good block there by Irving, just getting a piece of his guy. Turner, big play there. All the way down inside the 20. Arm tackle after arm tackle being broken there for A.J. Turner. We'll actually sub Quinn in now. Try to keep Turner as fresh as humanly possible. I'm actually going to flip this play. Turner, big run here. Big run here. Doesn't get to the end zone. I'm just going to give it to Quinn. I don't really care enough to waste a play, and it's not really a play action that I like. So Quinn just can't get there. They full committed, which is understandable. I don't really love running this crack toss with Quinn, but as long as everybody gets a piece of somebody. Yeah, see? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Okay, so we run crack toss, right? The slot receiver comes down and hits the edge. He just has to get a piece of him. And he does just that, right? He gets just enough of a piece of him that he's inside the running back now when he catches the ball. Now, you might be saying, what's the problem with this play? It looks pretty good, right? It looks pretty promising, right? Ball's coming out here. Turner's coming down, going to wash out at least one of these guys. One of these guys, the safety or this cornerback here that's kind of hidden by his other player, is going to have to really make a play to get out here and stop. Payne doesn't pick up the first threat. Neither does the tackle. tackle, not really his fault. I'm going to be honest, not really his fault. Toby Payne's supposed to have that guy, and he's either supposed to help out and drive. He's supposed to just get a hand on him and try to push him to the outside. Okay? This is more Toby Payne's fault, which Toby Payne isn't a bad run blocker. Just misses his guy. Tackle misses as well. Corner there to slow him down. Backer comes free. Going to go flood here. I'm going to have Turner run a little bit shallow over a route. I'm going to have Lacey run a slant. Quinn run a flat. We'll still have pretty much the same options. And Fox doesn't get it off because there is a blitz. We'll just take the 3 points, go up 17. So 1st and 10 at the 14. Defense just needs to play good quality snaps for the rest of the game. I'm going to bail with Jabril immediately. That corner route's kind of deadly. Clayton able to bring him down, but he does end up picking up a yard, so it's not a sack for Clayton. Will just be a solo tackle, or not even a solo tackle, because I think Nnamdi did help him at some point. Kareem getting to the outside, and they can't get quite to the outside. Harsh brings him down. Clayton slows him down because he pushes the tackle so far into the backfield. Going to play pass here. Kareem playing zone. Just in the middle of the field. I don't know why I tried to go pick that. I just need to knock it away at that point. Mid-blitzo. Send the fucking heat right now. And there's a sack for Harsh. Kind of a free runner, but it is what it is at this point. Let's go cover one hole again. But this time with a backer. Jabril's going to be in zone. Separate the D-line. Force that center to really make a decision on who he wants to help out with. And there comes the defensive line with a big, big sack. Yep, cover one hole. I'm going to flip it, though. Flip it, flip it, flip it. I want Jabril in zone. Okay. Lutmer just doesn't run with him. Fine. You want to fucking cheese a little bit? I'll cheese too. Say hi to the camera, pussies. Straight downhill. Everybody blitz. Well, everybody that's not responsible for man coverage. And there's a meeting at the quarterback between Clayton and Harsh. Getting it done. I'm just going to send pressure. Since y'all want to fuck around, I'm going to fuck around too. Harsh again. Patting the stats right now. And Julian Duggar down. And they will have to look to their backup now. I'm going to show cover 2. We're going to drop into cover 3. Was kind of just chasing the tight end. If I would have seen that he was going to get hit, I could have maybe waited in the middle part of the field a little bit more. 4th and 25. Backing off. Jabril comes up and makes the tackle. So we're going to leave Quinn in for now. Give him a couple more reps. And then get Turner back in potentially. To kind of hopefully free up some more yards. I'm running halfback draw with him. He might actually be good at this because he has high acceleration. Do we have everybody blocked up? It's not showing me anything. Wonderful. Quinn with a decent run there. Picks up 3. Thought that was a lot more, but because of contact behind the line of scrimmage, it was not. I'm going to go halfback quick base here. Look, it's saying everything's blocked up. Quinn to the outside. Big play there. Tries to spin back, but will only end up with 5. Going to bring Turner back into the game potentially. Just going to keep the run. Since we do need rush yards. I'm going to send Toby Payne out onto this corner. To pick him up immediately. Quinn. Another decent run. 3 yards. I'll take it. I'll take those all day of the week. Hopefully this crack toss works a little bit better this time. Hopefully Toby Payne actually picks up his block like he's supposed to. I pushed R2 too soon. That's on me. Come fucking stop me, defense. I'm just going to run this end around again. Turner gets around the edge at least. Picks up a couple. I'm gonna call a timeout here. We should waste 4 seconds. I'm going to try to pick up a little bit more yardage here. Like I said, just trying to, you know, kind of beef up our stats a little bit. Going to do a little bit different of a... We're going to flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's have those wide receivers also help out in the run blocking. Turner gets a couple there. Okay, we did not get the first. And there's also only 1 second left. So we will just play defense here. The quarterback's going to just take off for 2 yards. Don't understand why you ran that play if you're not going to throw it. Don't understand it, but still. Getting it done, 20-3 here. Dominant defensive performance for the most part. Decent rushing stats across the board, but nothing too crazy. Wish we could have done a little bit better. Like I said, I've stated my issues with this game time and time again. It's not a dog shit game by any stretch of the imagination, right? And I'm not one of these players that's like, I'm running cheese plays the entire time, and I need everything to happen perfectly every single time. My quarterback cannot make a mistake. My offensive line cannot make a mistake. But it's like, when the offensive lineman doesn't technically do his responsibility, that's when I have a problem, right? And we're not talking about 60 overall offensive linemen. We're talking about everybody on the team basically being a 79 or above that is at least starting, and nobody went out of the fucking game. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. It definitely wasn't a high-scoring game, but it felt pretty dominant to me, right? It didn't ever feel like App State really truly had a chance. It was only 20-3, but we ran the ball with relatively good efficiency. I didn't check the team stats by any stretch. Why does it say we went 0 for 11 on completion attempts and TDs? What the fuck was our passing stats? Not App State. Why does it say we went 0 for 11? We went 8 for 11 for 110 yards. What? Let's just look at running stats here. So we had a 5.7, 2.7, 2.5, 7.3, 10, and 3. Not bad, just not great. Definitely average kind of suffered a little bit, but we still did pretty fine, to say the least. Say it only gives us yards per pass, but doesn't give us yards per rush. I don't see anything, at least. Passing yards, yards per pass, completion attempts, touchdowns, yards per rush, 4.2. It's not bad, right? That's definitely manageable, but need that to be a little bit better. Some hit or miss plays there. App State really started to key in late, but is what it is. Hopefully that gets our average back up a little bit. 5-0, 1-0 in conference play at least, so we are on the right track there. Just got to keep going. We got to just continue to win games. Tyrone already commits, by the way. That's nice to see, because that is an extra 50 points off of a guy that we wanted, but he wasn't the most special talent on the board. So that is good to see. Delvin, we're still out on. We might just have to draw off of him. I'm gonna be real with that. Starks, we're not selling on, and I don't know if we have enough information yet. We can bring him in on a visit, and we are going to. We're gonna bring him in for pro potential, because it is a B compared to a B minus. Nurs, we can bring in on a visit as well. Is anybody really going after him? Not really, so we'll just schedule him for week 8 then. We'll go proximity to home. Chamuka, we're probably just going to have to schedule him and maybe schedule the quarterback, and maybe it'll offset a little bit. We'll just go championship contender. Steed, we can't bring in yet. Freeman, we can. I'm going to bring him on week 6, and we'll just do coach prestige. Wardo, we can't. Hayden, we can't. Ritter, we can. But we locked up too many guys for that week. Okay, we'll bring him in on week 8, and we'll go proximity to home for him. Finley, we can also bring in. We'll send him on the same week. And then Wade, we cannot yet either. Should be able to sell on some of these guys hopefully soon. We can sell on Ritter. Yeah, so we'll just bump him up to 40 and sell on him so we can get him locked up sooner rather than later as well. I don't remember which one this is. It's this one. Hayden, can't sell on. Wardo, can't sell on. Freeman, we can sell on. Don't know it yet. Crothers, we're already selling on. Already selling Prestier. We can kind of figure some stuff out for Freeman. We can soft sell on him. I don't know how much that actually does comparatively. Crothers, we can take the points off of as of right now, just because nobody else is going after him. We can give those extra points to Freeman. Okay, so it's brand exposure and coach prestige. Can't do that one, so it has to be whatever other one pops up. Nothing else has those comboed together. So it's that. Yeah, C minus B, B, that is over a C plus average. So we can sell on him. Prestier we're already in on. Starks, I think it would be playing style. And we should be able to sell on that as well, 'cause we just got to look for ones that have playing time and pro potential. on the same one. This one does, but it would be that or that. So yeah, it's this. So it's a B minus, B, and a D plus. So it's 4 points, 8 points, 9 points. So 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 4 is 21. It's a hit or a miss whether or not you should sell at 21. I'm going to go ahead and sell. If it doesn't seem to be doing as much as it was with just sending the house, then we can probably end up pulling the points and sending and going back to send house. But as of right now, I think we're fine. We're not really getting on anybody's board, so do I just add like 5 points to a bunch of people and hope that that pans out? Steed, I'm fine with not sending points to right now, just because we are the top team. I don't really want to scout anybody. Ali, we're in on. Wentz, I'm not too concerned about. What does Sweet look like? Isn't it 77 speed? I'm just going to send a couple of these guys 5 points until we have points to be able to scout them. And hopefully we can get on their board. I think that should be the goal, just to get on their board, get inside their top 8, and hopefully make a play from there. We'll add more recruits down the board, but that does it for now. AJ Fox, not really having to do a ton last game, only throwing 11 balls, completing 8 of them. Going to continue to run the football if it works effectively. If not, then we'll go back to AJ Fox and let him run the show a little bit. But for now, we're going to continue to run the football, hopefully get our averages up, and hopefully get Bulls back interested in our team and go from there. But for now, I'm out. Oh, well, I guess I should do my outro. Fuck it, I'm out.